Hi, my name is Michele Tacchi. I'm a jazz musician and I'm a composer. I love jazz and I love classical music. I've always wondered if there was a way for me to combine these two worlds and these two lifelong passions. And I don't know, to try something like this. Let me explain. This project was like a journey, my journey. My journey was all about explorations. Like an astronaut, I was on a mission to discover how I could combine these two worlds effectively and allow the powerful art of improvisation to coexist with the equally powerful art of written, notated music. But first, I had to do some research, some preliminary explorations. My mind was full of questions. How would improvisation inform the compositional process? The opposite, how would the written material influence the improviser and his creative choices? Would improvisation provide me with a tool for composing and jump-starting new ideas? I had to look around me and see if I could find someone who could help me answer these questions. I have always been a lucky guy, and this time was no exception. I have conducted 7 interviews with composers and musicians from many different musical worlds, from contemporary classical to film, TV, and video games to jazz. Everyone was so generous of their time and willing to share an immense amount of their knowledge and to help me out. But this wasn't enough. I still had questions and wanted to experience this phenomenon firsthand. I led a little musical experiment by asking a pool of 6 musicians to record a short composition I had previously written, without receiving any guidance or feedback from me either before or after their performances. The goal of this experiment was to observe how much of their own interpretation would inform their aesthetic musical choices and how this would affect the resulting performance. Furthermore, for this project, I really wanted to explore the dynamics involved in the collaboration between a composer, in this case myself, and a performer and a soloist. And I've already mentioned a few times how lucky I've been throughout this project, and this was definitely no exception, because I had Andrea Dulbecco on my side. Andrea is a world-class jazz vibraphonist who immediately accepted my invitation and who was very, very encouraging throughout this process. Andrea suggested that I wrote a piece for him and for a small chamber ensemble consisting of flute, clarinet, piano, violin, and cello. He even went the extra mile by promising me that he will be premiering the piece at some point next year with an amazing ensemble that he often collaborates with, based in Milan and called Sentieri Selvaggi, led by their conductor and composer Carlo Boccadoro, who was also one of my interviewees. This was the beginning of my journey. Now it was time for me to start composing my piece. No place like home, as they say, so I took my own spaceship and flew back to Italy for the recording session. The recording session was a dream coming true. I was there admiring a great master at work and witnessing my music being elevated to new unimaginable heights I simply could not have reached without his help. As I said, I am a very, very lucky guy. Time for me to get a bit nerdy now. I mixed the recording session and blended it with a MIDI mockup I had previously created. And voila, the piece was done. The astronaut had landed from his mission, ready to go to the next one.